your way.
Tonight, Dave's got Game of Thrones Peter Dinklage, charts and graphs, and the top 10 captions for Vladimir Putin photos.
Siberian hunky.
Getting answers from Sacramento's most watched late news. This is the CBS 13 News at 10.
A tornado touched down just one part of a wild night of weather across Northern California. Dozens of homes are damaged after a tornado touched down in Roseville.
Let's get back to Dave in the Weather Center with more images.
Yeah, you know, we're really appreciative of our viewers sending in images, and we're going to have another look here at one of the many funnel images that we have seen from a pretty large thunderstorm that generated what turned out to be an EF0 tornado in West Roseville. This, of course, out near West Roseville by Brian Haskins. We saw upwards, not counting these and other images, but definitely from our own weather team out there with James Taylor, probably 5 to 6 funnel clouds of different times in the same actual thunderstorm that generated the tornado that touched down. From there, let's take a look at something from our own Ian Schwartz. This is time-lapse of the base of that storm, and you can start to see that funnel trying to start to form there. This is amazing stuff, and it gives you an idea of the rotation of these thunder cells. We had a couple of them, and once they broke loose and became sort of independent out there, there was enough shear to generate the base of these guys like 3 miles across rotating, and that's what we were seeing. And this was out over in the Folsom area from Ian Schwartz, our meteorologist from the weekend. All right, let's give you some facts on this twister. Strength EF0 in and around the east, or rather West Roseville area. Winds 70 to 85 miles per hour. Duration 30 to 60 seconds. The distance 75 to 100 yards. It damaged up to 12 homes out there. Luckily, no one was injured, but some windows were taken out and a fence was knocked down and probably some roof tiles ripped around, all within that short period of time of 30 to 60 seconds. And right now, things are winding down here in the valley in the form of severe weather, but in the high country, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Snow down to about 5,000 feet, if not lower, and we'll continue to see additional accumulations up there with the winter storm warning. Back over to you.
All right, Dave. Weapons trafficking, drugs, campaign cash, and a massive FBI raid. The indictment reads like the script of a Hollywood movie starring State Senator Leland Yee. Today, the FBI arrested and indicted Yee as part of a major sting in Sacramento and San Francisco.
He's now out of federal custody after posting $500,000 in unsecured bond. His indictment states Yee was involved with Chinese Freemasons with ties to organized crime. Yee was indicted on one count of conspiracy to deal firearms without a license and to illegally import firearms. He was also indicted on 6 counts of wire fraud. If he's convicted, he could face up to 125 years in prison. Dozens of others have also been arrested in connection with this investigation. Senator Yee is known as a prominent advocate for gun control, even pushing legislation to close a loophole in the state's assault weapons ban. But, as Alan Martin tells us, it appears Leland Yee was on both sides of the fence of gun control and weapons trafficking.
The reason why we have this ban is that you don't want to have allow the bad guys to be able to have a weapon that will continually shoot out bullets.
That was Leland Yee talking with me in 2012 after he'd watched our investigative report on legal assault-style weapons in California. Those guns are legal because of what's known as the bullet button, a device that allows a shooter to quickly swap magazines on AR-15 and AK-47 type rifles while still abiding by California's strict gun control laws.
This is not an easy issue. I'm a father. I'm an individual who really wants our communities to be safe. And God forbid if somehow one of these weapons fall into the wrong hand.
Because of our report, Yee introduced a bill calling for a ban on the bullet button, telling me, after the bill failed, Yee reintroduced it in 2013. Today, many gun advocates are pointing to what they say is true hypocrisy. The government affidavit says that in August of 2013, at the same time that Yee was pushing gun control laws, an undercover agent was being told Senator Yee, quote, had a contact who deals in arms trafficking. And in January of this year, Leland Yee himself allegedly told that same agent the arms dealer, quote, has things that you guys want.
The affidavit also adds Yi told agents that dealer was supplying, quote, cargo containers full of heavy weapons to rebel groups in the Philippines. Shannon?
And Tony, there's another big player in all of this, a convicted criminal known as Shrimp Boy. Raymond Chow has a rap sheet including murder for hire, drug trafficking, and arson. The FBI's been after him for years. Linda Yi spoke to Shrimp Boy a few years ago about his notorious past, and he wasn't shy about it.
Raymond Chow claimed he was going legit, but San Francisco police and the FBI had him under surveillance. They suspected Chow was behind the still unsolved 2006 murder of Chinatown businessman Alan Leung. Chow told KPIX5 then he was innocent.
You know who killed Alan Leung?
No.
Did you order it?
No.
The year before he was gunned down, Leung told the FBI he feared for his life after his Tong, a social club that helps merchants and immigrants, turned down Raymond Chow's demands for $120,000. Leung's funeral was one of the biggest in Chinatown history. He was the head of two Tongs, and Chow boldly stood out wearing white.
There are some who say he dressed in white to stand out in the crowd and to say, see, I'm a big shot here.
What they know about our culture and tradition.
Chow admits at age 18 he was extorting $30,000 a week, protection money he demanded from illegal mahjong parlors. He and his gang were convicted of racketeering, heroin smuggling, and murder for hire. Chow revels in his notoriety. Soon after Leung was buried, Chow was named as his replacement, the new dragon head of the Jigong Tong. Facebook pages show numerous photos of him sitting in emperor-like poses. Police sources say this is where he continued to operate his crime syndicate using new gang members he recruited. But Chow convinced political leaders he was changing, especially by speaking to kids. In the past several years, Assemblyman Tom Mamiano, Fiona Ma, and San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee honored him with proclamations for his service to the community. And just last Friday night, Chow was honored at his Tong's annual dinner. Hundreds of members of Jigong Tongs around the world were there, and Chow was again sitting at the center, the place of honor.
Chow served a 26-year federal prison term for gun running after being released from prison in 2003. Chow was featured in the show Gangland's Most Notorious, which aired on the History Channel. State Senator Yi is revered as a politician within the Chinese American community, and his supporters today say they are saddened by this scandal. But many of Yi's allies are distancing themselves from the senator. Community leaders worry the latest events will hurt the image of Chinese Americans, especially those seeking office.
There are too little Asian American politicians as it is, and this would probably, I hope it would not make a stereotype about Asian people and how corrupted they are.
I would love to see that his name will be clear, and hopefully he did not do anything wrong.
That was Carl Chan, and he says he knows Leland Yi is facing serious charges, but says people should at least keep an open mind as he is innocent until proven guilty. And we will continue to follow the developments of this story very closely. For the latest updates, head to our website, cbssacramento.com.
To the Pacific Northwest now, where first responders pulled a 4-year-old boy out of debris today, left from last weekend's Washington mudslide. Jacob Spillers was home with his father and 3 siblings when that mudslide hit. The death toll stands at 24. So far, 16 bodies have been recovered. Another 8 have been spotted but not yet retrieved. Dozens of people are still missing. More possible leads in the disappearance of that Malaysian Airlines plane. A satellite spotted more than 100 objects floating in the southern Indian Ocean. They're in the area where investigators think the plane crashed. Some of the objects are shiny, some are quite large. The weather has hampered the search. Crews are racing to find the black boxes before their batteries run out.
A boy in Berkeley is making a difficult decision about his future, but it's one that his parents support.
New tonight, Alan Wong introduces us to the 11-year-old who wants to have part of his leg amputated.
Like right now, my leg is broken.
Amit Vagoda has a rare disorder that causes his leg bones to fracture under the slightest stress.
Sometimes he even has night terrors. He's on the maximum amount of Tylenol and Advil that he could be on for his age.
That's why the 11-year-old Berkeley student actually wants part of his right leg amputated.
I've been through so much, and from my experience I know that I'm not sure if it's gonna heal or not. but if I'm gonna amputate it, I'm gonna have more chance of running and walking and playing like contact games.
1, 2, 3,
He broke his leg by simply walking on it. But despite the dangers, his parents let Amit play wheelchair basketball for the joy of it.
Now my leg is shorter than the other. Than before when I walked, I was limping a lot and I don't like limping because people all the time looking at you.
With a prosthetic leg, Amit wants to run. Amit's website is growing as he blogs about his personal decision.
I can tell you that I'm scared. This thing is freaking me out.
So far, he has the full support of his parents and doctors, but get this, they're not in love with the idea of preserving his foot in a lava lamp. He's a kid.
Time now for What in the World. Men in North Korea no longer are allowed to choose their own hairstyles. Until recently, everyone in North Korea got to pick from a list of state-approved hairstyles, but now all men will be required to have the same hairstyle as leader Kim Jong-un. Pyongyang introduced the new law 2 weeks ago, but is now rolling it out across the country.
We got into a fight with a weed eater. An Oklahoma liquor store is getting attention for its special discount to mark the death of controversial Westboro Baptist Church founder Fred Phelps. Here's what they're doing. The store's owner says Phelps' death is cause for celebration, so he's offering 10% off champagne. Phelps founded a church known for its anti-gay picket lines and protests at military funerals. Kerr says he understands if customers want to celebrate Phelps' death.
If they choose to celebrate the passing of a little hate from this world, they can do so, and we're happy to oblige here in Moreland.
The 84-year-old Phelps died last week of natural causes. After his death was announced, the Westboro Baptist Church criticized the media for, quote, gleefully anticipating the death.
Now to Texas, where a side of ranch with your pizza also comes with a hefty price. Cane Rosso, a pizzeria in Dallas, charges $1,000 for a side of ranch. The owner says it never got a lot of attention for its policy until a picture spurred a debate on Reddit. So that debate got as many as 400 comments within just 3 hours. How about that? A sweet surprise replaces the ATM. How you can get your sugar high with the push of a button.
Stop the car. A major recall is affecting 1 million vehicles. What you need to know before you turn the key.
And were you a victim of that Target breach? What a federal report now says about Target's behavior leading up to the attack.
And the 7 day is looking pretty active. The big question is, will we see any more thunderstorms? That answer is coming up. Now, another look at Titan HD, where it's still kind of active. Most of that activity in the higher elevations in the form of snow. We got more news and weather next.
Fact, the 100% electric Nissan Leaf is more fun than ever. Sees better than ever. Charges faster and will charge, cool, and heat from your phone. Fact, Leaf never needs gas. Ever. Good for the world, built in America. Now, Leaf's an easier choice than ever. Shop at choosenissan.com.
So what do you think? You gonna take it?
Look, it's over, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Really on point too, and that side.
Dude, you gotta get in on this. 140 characters, I don't get it. Do you get it now?
Sir.
Huh? Yeah, I'll take it.
Don't let it pass you by. The BMW 3 Series, the ultimate driving machine. Right now, lease a BMW 328i sedan for as low as $339 a month.
I've got a growing family, so I need a washing machine that can work overtime.
RC Willie has solutions for your laundry room, no matter how tall those piles of laundry become.
With a family-size washer, you'll do fewer loads and save money, time, and water. This heavy-duty top-load washer is only $2.99, and large-capacity front-load washers start at $5.49. Name brand appliances are in stock now. RC Willie, your home, your way.
Hi, I'm Dave Rogers, and I'd like to invite you out to Roseville Toyota, Sacramento's largest volume dealer for the last 20 years. Because right now we have 15 models with 0% financing.
With over 2,000 vehicles to choose from.
If you want it today, you can drive it home today. So folks, remember, if you want to pay more, well, that's your business. But if you want a great deal on a Toyota, that's our business. Roseville Toyota in the Roseville Auto Mall. And now open our second location, Livermore Toyota, 580 in Vasco.
What is performance?
0 to 60, or 60 to 0? The quarter mile, or a quarter century? Is performance about the joy of driving, or the importance of surviving? To us, performance is not about doing one thing well. It is about doing everything well. Because in the end, everything matters. Lease the C250 for $369 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
In tonight's sports report, the Kings fall short on a win tonight against the dreaded New York Knicks at Sleep Train, 107-99. DeMarcus led the Kings, scores 32, gets 15 boards. Not enough, though. Knicks on fire, got alley-oop, and then you got Carmelo Anthony. Put in 36, J.R. Smith 29. They rolled over him. Kings will hit the road for a game against the Oklahoma Thunder, so it doesn't get any easier on Friday. Specialty vending machines, you've seen them dealing phones, others with ID tags, now cupcakes.
New York City's Sprinkles Cupcakes is one of 6 stores nationwide to dispense cupcakes at its Cupcake ATM. In Southern California, a vending machine has a similar concept, but instead of cupcakes, it's giving out burritos. Some entrepreneurs even want to work on ATMs that will pop out medical marijuana. An airbag issue has Nissan recalling 1 million cars. We're talking about the Altima, Leaf, Pathfinder, and Sentra models from 2013 and 2014, plus some NV200s and an Infiniti SUV. The feds say a faulty sensor could keep the passenger airbag from going off in case of a crash. It's been 3 weeks since a Call Curtis investigation uncovered how SACRAMENTO didn't plan to return more than $1 million it never should have collected in taxes from homeowners.
Remember that story? The agency then said it would work to return the money. Well, tonight we call on Curtis with what's happened since.
Guys, we've learned a state bill is now being worked on clearing the way for Metro Fire to return everything it wrongfully collected. The agency initially claimed the statute of limitations kept them from returning more than $1 million to Rancho Cordova property owners it taxed by mistake. Now, if that was true, CBS 13 suggested an urgency bill at the state capitol to get around that statute of limitations. After our investigation, State Assemblyman Ken Cooley said he wasn't sure a bill was necessary, but would write one if needed. He's now telling us he will write that bill. Metro Fire says it'll sponsor it. If passed, the Assemblyman has told us he hopes full refunds will happen by the end of the year. A federal report finds Target could have stopped the massive data breach. The Senate report says Target ignored multiple automated warnings from the company's own anti-intrusion software. Hackers got away with that personal information of up to 110 million shoppers. Think it's too expensive to go to the movies? There's been a steady drop in attendance, and the National Association of Theater Owners is reportedly talking to studios and theaters about lowering ticket prices 1 day a week to get people in the seats, kind of like an all-day matinee. And as always, if you have a consumer problem you can't resolve, maybe we can. You call our hotline Monday through Friday or head to our website and fill out our form. Guys?
All right, we saw the effects of what a small tornado could do.
Gosh.
Can you imagine a big one?
Oh, I know. And again, around here, just because we don't have the dynamics for it, we get EF0s to EF2s, but you can see an EF0, which was out in West Roseville, damaged 12 homes. Sure. Luckily, no one was injured, but I'm telling you, that fence and the debris from that fence taking out that window, and actually up in the north part of our, not quite in our viewership, but up toward Butte and Glenn County, where there's some windows blown out of some cars up there, and they're going to find out exactly what that totally turned out to be, as far as the scale of that. So, yeah, it's done for a while, thank goodness. And right now, things are winding down, except up in the high country. And we kind of like that because snow levels are around maybe 4,500 to 5,000 feet. We continue with the winter storm warning up here. So additional accumulations of snow will occur up there. Again, around Sacramento, we've seen like a 1/4 inch of rain. Stockton, 3/4 of an inch of rain from this weather maker that rolled through. It was a nice hit of rain earlier in the day, and upwards of close to a 1/2 inch around Modesto. Let's take a quick peek at your current conditions. And again, we came off high temperatures today, for the most part on into the 60s, and we'll have those for you here in just a second. Live look out at Sac International Airport. Right now it's all quiet. 54 currently in Sacramento, 51 in Stockton, 53 Modesto, Marysville, and 33, and probably some light snow flying around South Lake Tahoe and the greater Lake Tahoe area. So daytime highs today should be about the mid-60s, so we're a little below average. And again, in a couple of days, we went from the 80s down to the 60s, so that's why yesterday we kind of had that weather system get eaten up a little bit, and then we had a little instability toward the tail end of the day. And then today, the colder air was in place, and we had the instability and the shear, and boy, it just turned out to be a dynamic afternoon. Tomorrow, not so much, so that's going to be some good news. So for tomorrow, we're looking at a pretty quiet day. We'll have a few showers around, and then we'll be kind of waiting for that next weather maker to roll on in here. Back here, it looks like it's a rain event, little snow moving into parts of the Great Lakes. And out here, pretty active weather pattern all the way into the Four Corners region and, of course, our neck of the woods with daytime highs running on into the 60s, as you can see right there. So forecast for the most part, we're looking at, again, some moisture right there, working on toward, of course, our area. And as far as the futurecast goes, we'll watch this moisture go cruising on by, and then our next round starts to roll in here just in time for Friday. So that's what we're going to be experiencing, unsettled weather on into Friday, and then we'll be in and out of a couple weather systems here and there. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that we will not have thunderstorm activity, but we'll keep it relatively unsettled. So here you go, a chance of some showers around the area for tomorrow. Most of it probably in the higher elevations, but still we'll have a chance of some showers. Daytime highs running on into the 60s, and we're looking at temperatures in the upper 50s on into the 60s all the way up toward the north. So now we'll take a quick peek here, of course, at your forecast for the foothills, and you'll experience temperatures there. Again, you have some lingering showers tonight, and your instability is done, but you'll have potentially some showers around the area tomorrow. Daytime highs running in the upper 40s to the low 60s, so about a 61 around Auburn. Continue with possibly a wintry mix up around Plumas County. Temperatures there as far as daytime highs in the 40s. As far as around the greater Lake Tahoe area, it's going to go to snow showers, still gusty, but less snow up there. But you'd expect that as we wind things down. Winter storm warning goes, at least expires at around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then over toward the west, the Bay Area, looks like Monterey should be in the low 60s. And then you get up towards San Francisco, that's where we'll start to have a chance of maybe a few showers in the forecast there. And temperatures will be in the low 60s, maybe the upper 50s around Clear Lake. And we'll take a peek here at the 7-day forecast. And it's going to show you, you know what? It's pretty active, no thunderstorms. Rain definitely returns on Friday, probably a soggy Saturday, and we'll keep it unsettled all the way into the middle of next week. So that is some good news. And also thunderstorms, they are done for now. Shannon?
All right, Dave, thanks. Screaming teens pack an arena, but this is no rock concert. Their inspiring message when we come back.
The buzzer sounds March 31st. It's the final countdown of Matchup Month at your Ford dealer. Come in now to get up to $1,000 more for your trade. Escape is the right choice in this round with better highway MPG than Honda CR-V and lease payments at just $199 a month. F-150 is a slam dunk winner. The best-selling truck for 37 years now comes with up to $7,500 cash back. These offers end March 31st. See us now for buzzer beater deals. Hurry to your California Ford dealer.
It's said our lives are best remembered through stories. Where we go, what we do, and who we're with. Living my own LA story. The best stories are where the most amazing things happen. Where style and substance collide. Where fantasies come to life. Where science fiction and action, beauty and romance are all waiting for you. Create your next story with a trip to Los Angeles. Let it begin at discoverlosangeles.com.
So again, throwing in the $1,000 fuel reward card is really what makes it like 2 deals in one.
Actually, getting a great car with 42 highway miles per gallon makes it like 2 deals in one.
Point is, there's never been a better time to buy a Jetta TDI clean diesel.
During the first ever Volkswagen TDI clean diesel event, get a great deal on a Jetta TDI. It gets 42 highway miles per gallon and get a $1,000 fuel reward card. It's like 2 deals in one. Volkswagen has the most TDI clean diesel models of any brand. Hurry in and get a $1,000 fuel reward card and 0.9% APR for 60 months on TDI models.
No one should have to go through the fight of their life alone. At Sutter Health, our breast cancer navigators partner with you from diagnosis to recovery. It's one more way, we plus you.
The Lexus Command Performance Sales Event has begun. Choose your adventure and take command of the road with the highly capable GX, LX, and RX. Dare to be spontaneous during the Command Performance Sales Event. Get great offers on your favorite Lexus models now through March 31st. Lease the 2014 RX 350 for $389 a month for 24 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Picture this, your next trip, Utah, 5 national parks, Zion, Bryce, Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, and Arches. This is Life Elevated, the Mighty 5. 5 iconic parks, 1 epic experience, only in Utah.
This is your RAM Auto
update with Newton Carruthers.
In the past, the term tent sale conjured images of camping, perhaps. No longer. It's the 2014 Roseville Auto Mall tent event, far bigger than a mere tent sale. Over 6,000 brand new and pre-owned vehicles all in one easy location, and it's going on all month long. It's the biggest tent extravaganza ever experienced by the entire human race. And I am not exaggerating. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
Every style for every room. RC Willie, your home, your way.
It was quite the show at Oracle Arena today. Combined big names, a red carpet, screaming teenagers, but the message was a little different from the norm.
Our Ryan Takeo on the message of giving back at We Day.
I'm a junior at Los Lomas High School in Walnut Creek.
Caitlin McLeod volunteers a lot, about an hour each school day.
I'm the community service commissioner at Los Lomas, so that's kind of cool.
Cool?
Are you ready? Selena Gomez! How are you?
Cool. We Day brought big names like Selena Gomez, Seth Rogen, and Magic Johnson to share their stories.
You can bring about change not only in your school, but on your block.
And encourage the 16,000 teens at Oracle Arena to keep making a difference.
All I really want you to know is that you are changing the world. I'm not changing the world. You're changing the world, and that's amazing.
It looks like something you'd see on MTV, but it has the exact opposite message of everything you see on MTV.
The students earn their tickets through doing community service.
It's kind of amazing how they've set up a way to incentivize kids to be charitable.
This is the kind of event where the big ticket raffle item
And the winner
is a service trip to Ecuador.
from Los Lomas High School, Caitlin McLeod.
Caitlin won.
I was like, oh my God, like what do I do? Like, do I just sit here? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, what's happening? Is this real? At first, yeah, I'm shocked, but I'm also so excited to like have this opportunity to do something that I love.
With all the celebrity glitz and glamour, the message was not one you'd expect.
Please stay true to yourself.
Who knew doing good could be so cool?
The group Free the Children organized today's event and several others around the world in recent months. Dave?
All right, coming up, another look at today's Roseville Twister. Right after the break, stick around.
Have fun. You too.
Experience the Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
What will you get with your new Sleep Train mattress?
I'm getting a camera.
I'm getting an espresso maker.
I'm getting a new smartphone.
Through Sunday at Sleep Train's big gift event, get a $200 Best Buy gift card with purchase of selected Beauty Rest, Posturepedic, or Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Or get 24 months interest-free financing.
A new TV.
A laptop.
A game console.
Sleep Train's big gift event ends Sunday.
Sleep Train.